Right now, inside your body, there are cells that should be dead, but aren't. They're not dividing. They're not repairing. They're just lingering, spitting out toxins, hijacking your tissues like microscopic zombies. But what if we could find these zombie cells and kill them? Scientists say it might just be the key to reversing aging itself. Real studies, real results. And it's happening now. This is the story of how the war on aging has a new enemy and a new weapon. Let's start with the basics. What even are zombie cells? They're officially called senescent cells. These are cells that have become damaged or stressed, maybe by radiation, toxins, or just time, and they've permanently stopped dividing. But instead of dying, they go into a kind of suspended animation. They just sit there, doing nothing useful. At first, that might not sound so bad. But here's the problem. Senescent cells don't just hang out quietly. They become toxic neighbors. They release a nasty cocktail of chemicals, cytokines, enzymes, inflammatory molecules that damage surrounding tissue. This is called the senescence-associated secretory phenotype, or SASP. This chain reaction triggers inflammation, messes with how tissues function, and even turns healthy cells into zombie cells themselves. Over time, they build up in your organs, your brain, heart, lungs, even skin, like cellular clutter that your body can't quite clean out anymore. In small amounts, these cells can actually help. They play a role in healing wounds and stopping tumors. But as we age, our body's ability to clear them out drops, and they start piling up. And that buildup? It's now linked to almost every major disease of aging. So, the question became, what if we could remove these zombie cells and give the healthy ones a better shot at thriving? Enter senolytics. Senolytics are a new class of drugs, or natural compounds that do one thing. They target and eliminate senescent cells, while leaving healthy cells alone. Think of them as the zombie hunters of your body. The idea first came to life in 2015, when researchers at the Mayo Clinic discovered that certain drugs could selectively kill off these bad cells in mice. The effects are pretty mind-blowing. So what are these drugs? First, dasatinib and quercetin. Dasatinib is a cancer drug. Quercetin? A plant flavonoid found in apples and onions. Together they form a 1-2 punch, hitting different types of senescent cells. This combo is the most studied senolytic to date. Next, fisetin, another natural flavonoid, found in strawberries. In mouse studies, it improved memory, reduced inflammation, and even extended lifespan by 10 to 15%. Fourth is navitoclax, a more potent lab-developed option. Highly effective, but comes with side effects, including low platelet counts. Still, it's showing promise in clinical trials. In at number 5 is FOXO4 peptide. This one's futuristic, a designer molecule that prevents senescent cells from avoiding death. It's still in the early stages, but it's perhaps the most targeted approach yet. The coolest part? These drugs don't have to be taken every day. A single dose can clear out a significant chunk of senescent cells, and the benefits can last for weeks or months. It's not like taking a vitamin. It's more like sending in a cleanup crew once in a while. But all this sounds great in the lab. What happens when you test it in real, living creatures? Let's talk about mice. When scientists tested senolytics on mice, the results were almost unbelievable. In one pivotal study, mice treated with senolytics not only lived up to 36% longer, but they also aged better. We're talking stronger hearts, better kidney function, denser bones, and sharper cognitive function. In fact, one of the earliest signs of success was physical performance. Old mice that had been slow and frail could suddenly run farther, grip stronger, and explore more, almost like they were younger again. Senolytics also reduced age-related diseases in these mice, fibrosis in the lungs and liver, calcification in the blood vessels, and even signs of neurodegeneration. And it wasn't just in one study. These results have been repeated across labs worldwide. And perhaps the most impressive? These mice didn't just live longer, they lived healthier for more of their lifespan. That's something scientists call health span, the number of years you live without chronic disease or disability. But mice aren't people. The real test is whether these zombie cell killers can do the same in humans. And now, for the first time, we're starting to find out. Until recently, senolytics had only been tested in mice and petri dishes. But now, We're seeing the first human trials, and the results are cautiously exciting. At the Mayo Clinic, researchers tested a combination of dasatinib and quercetin, D&Q, on older women with signs of osteoporosis. After just 3 days of treatment, those with the highest levels of senescent cells saw improved markers of bone health. Their bodies literally started building. Now, this didn't work for everyone. That's important. The people who didn't have a lot of senescent cells to begin with, they didn't see much benefit. That tells us something crucial. Senolytics might need to be personalized, targeted to people who actually have zombie cell overload. In another groundbreaking trial, researchers gave D&Q or fisetin to childhood cancer survivors, adults who had been exposed to high doses of chemotherapy and radiation years earlier. Many of them were showing signs of early aging, frailty, weakness, cognitive decline. After just 6 months of treatment, researchers saw improvements in frailty scores and reduced inflammation. One participant said, quote, "I felt like I could move again, like something inside me switched back on." And these aren't isolated studies. Right now, senolytics are being trialed for Alzheimer's, lung disease, liver disease, even organ transplant recovery. Still, most of these are small, early-phase trials. We're not yet at the point where your doctor is prescribing senolytics, but for the first time, we're seeing this powerful concept go from lab bench to human biology. But how do doctors know if these zombie cells are even being cleared? That's where some of the coolest new technology comes in. If we're going to fight zombie cells, we need to see them. Literally. And now, we can. Researchers at Stanford University recently developed a breakthrough MRI contrast agent that lights up senescent cells in the body without needing a biopsy. It's the first time we've been able to track zombie cells in living humans in real time. Why is this such a big deal? Because now doctors can actually monitor how well senolytic drugs are working, spot which organs are aging fastest, and tailor treatment over time. It's like giving aging a GPS tracker. And it's not just about imaging. In Japan, scientists are working on what you could call an aging vaccine. This experimental vaccine targets a protein called GPNMB, which is highly expressed on senescent cells. The immune system gets trained to recognize and destroy those cells, kind of like a seasonal flu shot, but for aging. If it works, it could mean a once-a-year shot that slows down the physical effects of aging from the inside out. No pills, no side effects, just immunity against your own declining biology. It's still early, but the race is on to find the best tools to target these troublemaking cells, from smart imaging to cellular snipers. The future of anti-aging science is starting to feel very real. Now, before we all rush out looking for zombie cell killer pills, we need to hit pause, because senolytics, while promising, come with serious caveats. First, not all senescent cells are bad. In fact, your body needs them sometimes. They help with wound healing. They stop damaged cells from turning cancerous. They're part of your natural defense system. So what happens if we remove too many senescent cells? Or the wrong ones? We don't fully know yet. Some researchers worry about long-term side effects, like impaired healing, immune disruption, or unintended organ damage if senolytics aren't perfectly targeted. And here's another issue: timing. Senolytics don't work like daily supplements. They're designed to be used in pulses, only when senescent cells reach a problematic level. That means you need a way to measure senescence accurately before treatment. We're only just developing those tools now. Then there's the supplement industry. Some companies are already selling fisetin, quercetin, and other so-called senolytics in capsule form. But here's the truth. We don't know the right dose. We don't know the long-term risks. And there's no FDA regulation. Even leading scientists like Dr. James Kirkland say, "We only understand about 2% of what we need to know." That's a quote. So, yes, this research is groundbreaking, but it's not ready for do-it-yourself anti-aging regimens. Not yet. This isn't about immortality. It's about healthy longevity. And to get there safely, we need more data, better targeting, and, most of all, patience. For decades, the idea of slowing or reversing aging felt like science fiction, something reserved for books, movies, or Silicon Valley dreamers with cryo chambers in their basements. But today, the story is shifting. Scientists aren't just dreaming. They're experimenting, measuring, and documenting real changes in cells, tissues, and even people. Senolytics won't make you live forever, but they might help you stay mobile longer, keep your bones stronger, maybe even reduce the risk of diseases that come creeping in with age. This isn't the fountain of youth, but it could be a faucet. One that we're just now learning how to turn on, one careful drop at a time. The path from fiction to reality is slow, cautious, and filled with trial and error. But it's happening. And we're watching the first chapters of that story unfold. Not in 100 years, but right now. So where do we go from here? What might the next decade of senolytics and aging science actually look like? Imagine a world where your annual checkup includes a senescent scan. Your doctor checks how many zombie cells are lurking in your body, and where. Then you get a customized dose of senolytics, precisely tailored to your biology. Not just a pill for everyone, but a prescription that targets your aging profile. Even more futuristic? Combo therapies, senolytics to clear out damaged cells, followed by stem cell boosters to regenerate tissue, and senomorphics to calm down zombie cells without killing them. This three-part strategy could transform how we treat and prevent everything from arthritis and dementia to organ failure. Biotech companies are pouring millions into this field. Unity Biotechnology, Juvenescence, and others are racing to commercialize the first FDA-approved senolytic. And with the help of AI, nanomedicine, and genomic profiling, we could soon be moving from anti-aging hype to personalized longevity medicine. It's not about chasing immortality, it's about reshaping what it means to grow old, with energy, purpose, and dignity. So, can zombie cell drugs really reverse aging? The answer is not quite yet, but they're one of the most exciting science-backed tools we've ever had in the fight against aging. Senolytics might not make us immortal, but they could help us stay stronger, sharper, and healthier for longer. And the best part? This isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening. And you're here, watching it unfold. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button. It helps more people discover real cutting-edge science. Subscribe for more videos on how to live longer, stronger, and smarter. And let us know in the comments, what's the one thing you'd change about aging, if you could?